So we stopped at the Truck Pro real quick because we had a little problem. Stick around, find out. Good morning, Atlanta. Let's get going. Woo-wee. That's not good, guys. That just happened this morning on the pre-trip. Leaking airbag from the bottom. Oh goodness. Always something. So it looks like we'll be taking a trip to Truck Pro to get an airbag. Good times. But that's trucking. That stuff will happen, and let me teach you something inside the cab. It's a lot less noticeable right now. You barely hear a hiss. But when I first pushed in my release for my trailer, it hissed for too long. Like when I first had my Volvo, I had an air leak on an air brake chamber, which is what pushes your brakes. And I thought this broke. I thought the buttons broke. But if there's a leaking sound that extended leaking sound that happens here, it should stop. It should be quiet right after you push it in, about 5 seconds. If everything's airtight. If it stays hissing, you probably have a leak somewhere. So that's what gave me my first indication. So I went out there, and that's what I found. So it's quieter now, but you have to get that fixed. You do not want your air system working extra hard to continually stay full. So we will have to go get that airbag replaced. I'll probably do 2 of them. I don't know if I'll do all 4, but maybe just the 2 rear. And that's just from over time, from getting up and down, up and down, up and down. They wear out. So that bag is done on the trailer. Let's get that replaced. We were cruising pretty good, and then a couple of police officers just went in the HOV lane on the left over there. And this is typical for Atlanta. This is why you like to stay on the outside of Atlanta. Anybody who's been trucking for a while, or even a little bit, has had to come to Atlanta at any time. Unless it's the middle of the night, it's pretty wide open then. But I should have, in hindsight, probably gone all the way through, but I stopped out on the other side of Atlanta. So, oh yeah, just pray it's not too bad of a wreck if there is something happening up here. And do what you can do. Stay in your lane. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lanes. Lots of traffic. We'll get there. Where's that? Is that a Ford Lightning? No, I don't know what that is. Probably just a good gas motor. I heard that the Ford Lightning electrical truck isn't selling that great. Ford's kind of like, I don't know why we didn't just do hybrid. If they wanted to really get electric, at least have your own little small motor on there that can charge you when you want it to. Doesn't make sense to go full electric, but Tesla's doing pretty good, I guess. Little RC cars, but it seems like the rest of the catch-up isn't there. There's another police officer over there, but he doesn't get the lights on. See him in the HOV, the black behind that bus. Express ATL. All right, I'm gonna ramble and get to Atlanta. I don't know what's going on up there. The van, I guess it broke down or something. I don't know. But I don't know if everyone's looking at that or what, but now we're flowing a little bit. We've been just sitting there creeping along for 10 minutes. Okay, well, let's find a different gear. That gear's too high. There we go. Now we can go to that gear. Alright. The airbag's holding up good though. It's not, that air valve's not even making a noise anymore, so maybe it was the cold morning, but it still has a leak. It definitely has a little leak back there, so. Also could be the weight of the load and it's airing up, because it was the first thing I did in the morning. Once I pushed that valve in, I heard the noise. Okay, so we got something going on, and then I found the leak, but we will get that replaced probably today or this weekend. You don't want that getting any worse and then having start losing air. Like when my brake chamber went out, oh, those guys almost, there you go, nice maneuvering there for the people in front of us. Oh, here we go, going for round 2. When my brake chamber went out, it was so bad, it's a diaphragm, a little rubber disc that's in between the 2 chambers, and that's what holds the air back, and that must have took a big rip or something, and it was just spewing out, so the brake was not releasing itself, and my air gauge would lose air. It would be fighting the compressor to keep up. So you don't want that, because your governor and your air dryer sends signal back after the tanks are full to the compressor to stop pumping, stop working so hard. So if you continuously work that thing so hard, it's just going to run over and over again, heat up and warp the head. Not good for it. So it's a little piston in there, and that's pushing the air. So all right, let's get through 285 up here. Made it through the 285 loop, right where it goes to the 75, where it heads up towards Chattanooga. It's always pretty bad over there. Just slows down. It goes to 4 lanes, 3 lanes. But here is the 20 right here, and no matter how many times you come through Atlanta, I haven't been through it in a while, so you think like, hey, maybe it'll be okay, but no, it is not indeed okay. It is the same traffic. We're gonna shoot out this way. This is like Fulton County. This is the western side of Atlanta. Shoots out to Alabama on the 20, or you can catch back up with the 85 and shoot down like Mobile. There's a little weight detector right there, and you just go over. Take this turn a little slow. It's not a quick turn, and then you got to climb another hill right here. So with that little air leak this morning, we'll be a little bit late to our appointment. Oh God, here we go. This is why you don't come fast around this turf. Mingling with more people, and I don't know why they didn't make the off ramp like a 2-lane, but if you're coming onto the 285 from the other way, there's a nice wide body 392 right there. It's a 1-lane. A lot of people would stay in the wrong lane, and yeah, it's bad. That's actually one of the scariest off ramps I've ever taken, not for the fact of being scary driving fast or anything like that, but my first truck, my Volvo, when my motor was going at 820,000 miles, I was nursing it, trying to get it to just make it to my appointment for getting my motor rebuilt, because they couldn't get me in. It was right around Christmas, like the day before Christmas, the weekend before Christmas is when I found out my motor hydrolocked, and I freed it up, and I talked to Allison and HAGGAI and Jerry, and they kind of told me how to burp the coolant system to not hydrolock it. So every time after I shut it down, I would burp the cap, let the pressure out of the coolant system, and that would keep it from dripping into the cylinders and hydrolocking after it sat there and got cool. So I ran that truck almost to the end of January, about a month, over a month before I could get in and get it rebuilt, get my appointment in. But that turned that off ramp right there, what I was talking about, the scariest time. The little bit of coolant's getting into your oils. Your oil's being contaminated. Coolant's not good for oil. I'm changing my oil like every week. Take that off ramp, and I hit the Jake brakes, and the Jake brakes are run off oil, and the truck just starts. I get out of the turn, start trying to accelerate, and it's like all over the place. Feels like the motor blew up, something came apart or something inside, and I was like, oh my goodness. And it's barely running, it's just limping on its face. And I get it to the side of the road down there. I'm like, what do I do? Like, I shut it off, wait a couple minutes, just thinking about everything in life. I'm like, man, am I gonna be able to get this? And luckily I was in Atlanta, so I wasn't too far from HAGGAI. I'm just gonna tow it there and wait till my appointment came, because this is like a couple weeks before anyways. Shut it off, let it sit there for a while, and my Jakes had stuck. So my Jake brakes had stuck on, so they were shutting down the cylinders as the motor's trying to run. So eventually they unstuck, and I just never used them again. Don't use your Jakes. So that's a lesson. If you're waiting to get in for a rebuild, you got a bunch of coolant getting into your oil, changing your oil, burping your system at night so it doesn't hydrolock. Don't use your Jakes, because they will lock if the oil gets a little bit too contaminated. So, and then my thermostat locked like the week before. I was coming out of Florida on 75, and the truck started getting real hot, and I was like, So I took the thermostat out on the side of the road and ran cool ever after that. So all kinds of stuff went down with me trying to keep that truck running until I got it in there and got it rebuilt. And we got a brand new motor at HAGGAI, but that's a little story about that off ramp. And we're gonna probably be taking that off ramp again once we get out of here. See if we're getting a load. Emailed in a couple loads yesterday. Again, not that many loads out here. A couple that I did see that were going back towards me, they were gone. They off the board super quick. So either a little dip in freight right now or something. I don't know what's going on. There's a convoy trailer, a little power only. What power only means is that that's convoy's trailer and that's his truck. He's pulling their trailer power only. So the only thing he has is the power unit, the tractor. trucks anywhere, asphalt looks brand new. We take a right, I believe. I've been over here before, don't know. I've been like a Walmart out here. I think that is called Villa Rica. I think it's a little bit further out. This is Douglasville. If you're new to CDL school, also if you see a double turn lane like this, there's 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Always stay in the furthest one out from the way you're turning. So I'll stay in the left one as I'm turning right. That way it just gives you a bigger turning radius, tracking of your trailer, instead of cutting somebody off on the right or hitting that curb. No turn on red, so we will wait. Okay, that's a nice red Hummer and an old Rolls Royce. We are turning right here, Rise Baking Company. Going over the tracks, and looks like we stay to the left. Wonder what they make, because we have powdered sugar. Lots of powdered sugar. Rise Baking Company, to the left, okay. It says safety. I'll turn those jakes off. Actually, turn back on. Slow me down. Congratulations, 1 year, okay. Without an accident, there you go. Okay, it says stay left, shipping and receiving, but you can't go left, so maybe, I don't know. One truck down there. From the Jeep, from the satellite image, it did look like a big open place, which it definitely is. I'm gonna pull next to these 3 trailers over here. Stay out of the way so that guy can get back out if he gets unloaded. Then we can set it up for a nice back end, whatever door we get. Metro trailer. And then we'll get on these boards, look for something for Friday. Hopefully we can grab something going back in our general direction towards the house. But I'm also down for Florida. Please sweep out your trailer here. You can use can and broom provided. Set trailer to 10 degrees for pickups. Oh, -10. Okay, so whatever they're making is refrigerated. All right, let's go. Thank you, big old girl, for getting us here safe. Now it's time to grab the bills and go. This thing keeps rattling, but I can't figure out where it's from. I touched every bolt. It's got to be something inside. But I don't know. Always something with these trucks, something rattling. It's not a freight shaker, but sure hope shipping's not up there at that door. We'll climb those steps. All right, well, we'll get that airbag. That's the moral of this weekend, is probably do both the rear airbags. I think airbags are like 50, 60, 70 bucks, something like that. And they're not bad to change out, so we'll teach you that. Okay, nice little grill out there, a bird. That one says front office and visitors, but this one says team member driver entrance, so we're gonna do that one. Sat here for about 15 minutes, kept ringing the bell, and then I read closer on that little sign. It says call. So I called. First one hung up on me. The second one, it was a nice guy. He's like, "I'll right over there." Okay. Nice lady came up. They make decorative cakes for like Walmart, Sam's Club. So like that red velvet, stuff like that. She said, "We're actually not making nothing right now because we're down." I said, "Oh, but we need that powdered sugar." I said, "Okay." So we're going door 17, which is right there, right where we walked in. Cool, let's get it in there. Okay, you powdered sugar. Where did you come from? Because you weren't there when I put that strap on. I don't know. All right, let's go get over there. And that guy just pulled out, so we'll be all by ourselves. You always want to kind of roll your straps back to themselves so they stay nice and neat. And yeah, let's put that back up here. This just fell down. For how fast our W9 is, not really. Another trick I use, leave one of your doors closed, use that door to pull on as you pull yourself up into the trailer. Little trick, little hack I learned over the years. Maybe I was mistaken, I don't know, but he pulled all the way out. Now he's pulling back in, so don't know what he's doing. Who knows? But he's a reefer, so maybe he didn't open his doors. Now he is opening his doors. I don't know. But it looks like he's getting in there, so we'll go right past him. What I've learned over the years of coming to Atlanta, kind of a little bit outskirts of Atlanta, southern out Atlanta, or out here in the west, past Fulton County. But if you stay in that little Fulton County area, there's a QT there. It seems like they're slower. The shippers, and it's just not a fast area. I don't know why, but delivering or shipping. So there's also other places like the Quaker Roads place. They're always slow. I don't know why. But yeah, out here though, they seem to be a little quicker. The Walmart is strict. Walmart's always strict appointments. So as long as you're there by your appointment time, they'll give you out in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But some of the other places, they just take their time. So hopefully this one's a quicker one. We're a little bit outside of Atlanta, but we will see. We're the only other truck here. Put our hazards on and back it up, Terry. I think we're done. I heard the ramp come up. That was pretty quick. All right, let's get out of here. There's no loads out here, guys. Nothing going, little short ones here and there, but everything else like Arkansas out to Texas, going out to the west. So a couple down to Panama City and stuff, but nothing even to Lakeland. There's one to Lakeland, but I'd have to go to Chattanooga, which is like Alabama, or not Alabama, Orlando area. Lakeland is. We'll see, but it's still early. It's 10 o'clock, so more stuff might pop up that they need to move for the weekend. We'll see. It was not bad at all. Unloaded, ready to go. Airbag makes no noise when it's unloaded, so just being heavy. Still gonna replace them. C28929. I got a Hendrix. I don't know what that one. I think they're both Hendrix. No, that one's a different name. Yeah, I've been replaced before. One of them has. Upon closer inspection, no, it does say Hendrix. It just has a symbol in front that I can't see. So they're probably all original bags. They look decent shape, but they do get worn out over time. Clean and good to go. Just a little bit of particles from some pallets, but we're ready for the next load. You'll have a bit of wood in there. I have to buy another leaf blower because mine died at our main house, and so I brought the one from my truck there, but now I don't have one. So it'd be a problem, especially because there's some powdered sugar residue right there. I get that out so the mice and the rats don't find my trailer. Let's look for a load. There's one company called Spot. It's a broker, and they have a load that goes to Charleston. So I was trying to bid on it, but their onboarding, man, it's rough. A little bit too much stuff to add in there, but we finally did it, so our application is submitted, but we can't log in until that's approved. So we'll see if we get that one or not, but it's something that's worthwhile. But I'd have to go to Anderson to pick it up. I think I'm just gonna head to the other side of Atlanta, so I'm through as much traffic as I can get to before like 4 or 5 o'clock comes, because there's always traffic in Atlanta. So let's do that. Way station is open, coming back into Atlanta. It's on at 20. I think everybody's getting pulled in. Just green light affair. Come on in. Rider truck's going a little slow. Let's pick it up. Pick it up, Terry. We're staying with the green. Okay. We're still going pretty slow here, Rider truck. Come on. Maybe the guy in front of him is pulling off. I don't know. I don't know. Got quite the arrangement of trucks in here today, though. I don't know if they stayed there overnight or that guy's curtains are bolted, so maybe. I'll get paperwork checked. Oh, they're doing inspections because there's a SUV behind a couple of them. Man, he's getting inspecting them right there. But they were doing some checks this morning. Get your paperwork right, keep your ELD rolling. Okay. Got a tire getting changed over there. if you guys can see just how hazy it is. Like, that's the downtown Atlanta straight ahead of us, right past that Riverside Parkway sign. Those are the buildings of downtown. You can barely see them. It's all hazy. I don't know. This is Six Flags Atlanta, I believe. What's it called? It's over Atlanta or something like that. To our right. This is Fulton County over to our right also. West side of Atlanta. There you go, man. It's really hazy the last couple of, like 3 or 4 days. I tell you what, they have to do something better with the engineering of this off-ramp. Everybody's trying to take this one single lane and take this 285 to Chattanooga, Greenville. Very few going the other way on the south side. And it's just one lane. They should make it 2 lanes. And if you have to cross over, you got to cross all the way over this lane to get to the other lane going down south to like Macon, all that stuff. So this is a nightmare. Make this 2 lanes or something. But this is where my Volvo started acting up, right about here. I pretty much had my heart go down to my feet and be like, what just happened? Did I just blow my motor altogether? Because the Jake brake stuck on, and I pulled over right up here. I pulled over right there by those yellow signs. Tried to figure out what was going on, but after a while it ran just fine. Realized it was the Jakes and never turned it back on again. Until after the motor rebuild. Alright, let's get across Atlanta on the top side, back towards Greenville. We will see you later, Atlanta. Finally getting off the 285, back to the 85. It's only 11 o'clock, guys. It's like 11:30. So, Atlanta. My goodness, a lot of people live here. I know it's top 5 most populated cities. I don't know what number it's at now, but a lot of people here. We'll get back to our little small town, Greenville. Stopped right here outside of Atlanta. Grabbed a bite to eat and just wanted to check the loads, but it's bad. There's nothing, guys. Nothing even close to good, worth even going to get. There's one going from right around here, Cummins, Georgia, which is above us a little bit, back to Atlanta, but it delivers at 4 o'clock and it's almost like 1:45 right now, so getting loaded and getting unloaded probably wouldn't happen. But it's like $390, which is not too bad for a straight through, but going back into Atlanta, rather not. We're gonna keep heading back towards the house. It just sucks to waste the fuel and waste the time, but nothing's going to Florida, nothing's going, it's like $1.26 a mile out to all the way to California. It's like what you can get, like, we're out to Texas for $1.10 a mile. But it was just a bad week, and freight, it's the week after, or I think Labor Day was 2 weeks ago, so maybe just things are slowing down for a little bit right now. Maybe they'll come back next weekend or next week, I don't know. But I'd rather be at home looking at loads for something to pop than sitting out here in Atlanta. So at least we're past Atlanta traffic. Get over to Anderson, check the loads again for the day. Maybe someone pop up from the paper towel and tissue place. First Quality, there's a paper towel and tissue, toilet tissue manufacturer right there. And sometimes they have loads pop up that deliver over the weekend. But I thought it'd be at least something good because we got out of there pretty early. But not a good day for finding loads. So. But then again, the load that we found yesterday came up last minute, so maybe some will pop, but Friday at 2 o'clock at most, the odds are slim, and yeah. All right, well, let's get out of here so the thing warm back up. Airbag's not leaking anymore in the trailer. We're still gonna have to get that fixed because when it was loaded heavy, it was leaking there in the cold morning. It was only like 61 degrees, but still, it shouldn't be leaking that bad right off the bat. So, okay, done rambling. Let's get going back towards the house. There is that giant battery factory. I don't know if there's probably lithium, I would imagine. I think it's owned by a Korean company. I'm not sure. South Korea, maybe that's what SK stands for. Huge place. So they were building that thing for a while, but now it is done, and I guess producing batteries. I don't know. Exit 149 on 85. they, I don't know, maybe that's, I don't think I shut down for something else, or if they're just sleeping there. That's when they stopped. But exit 1 is right up here, so why would you stop right there? Exit 1, the little known secret that you can go down to the lake if you want. Let's get over there. And there's that little shore that you can get to over there on the right from the truck stop. I'm not going to stop today. I keep going to Anderson. But that is exit 1 right there, guys. Welcome Center for South Carolina. Nice little information place, and clean restrooms, vending machines, and you can park your truck. You're doing a 34. There's a restaurant across the street. I don't know how you would get there. Probably Uber. It's on the water, and then you can also get down to the water from your truck. Bring a fishing pole. Go swimming if you want, if it's warm enough. Bring a towel. But yeah, beautiful little part of South Carolina. That's the same lake that our property's on, Lake Hartwell. It's a pretty spread out lake. But we're further down here, about 10 miles over. But yeah, just thought I'd bring that back to you guys in another video. I really wish I had a load, guys. I'm going to stop and look again, but it's just looking not like that. So I'll look throughout the weekend again, maybe something Monday morning or tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. Man, that water's low. It shouldn't be that low and all that beach exposed. But hey, it is. Okay, let's keep going. Trying to get over, but I have a minivan right next to me. Little Volkswagen that might have been speeding. All right. Lots of cars. Keep it under 60, 65. If you want to be safe here through Greenville. Another guy on the other side, still in Georgia, probably exit 170. He was walking the line out there. Had about 4 police officers behind him in his crew cab pickup, and all the traffic was backing up because they were stopping and watching. So, yeah. It's an unfortunate Friday there. Be careful. Drive safe, guys. And I wish we were going to the lake this weekend. It's 82 right now, a little chillier, but not many weekends left of sunshine and warm weather. We have renters again, so we're very blessed and grateful for that. It's 2 weekends in a row. I think we have another one, not next weekend, but the weekend after that, so maybe we'll go next weekend if the weather's good. I mean, we had a great summer. I can't complain at all, but kind of miss it. You never know what's going to be the last time you get to go, you know. This weekend's the last time we'll be able to go to the pool, even though it's getting chillier. We might go midday tomorrow or Sunday because they close it up Monday for the winter. But the lake, we'll be able to go out there. Maybe I'll start fishing. Maybe I'll try a little bit of fishing with the boys, teach them a little bit. I'm not a fisherman. I don't know the first thing about it. I know that a lot of guys hang out by the bridges. That's one thing I do know. So, but actually the right kind of bait, and my boat's not ideal because it doesn't have a trolley motor or nothing like that, but I guess we could just tie up to the bridge and try some fishing. I don't know. Probably better when the wintertime there's less bugs. But you guys let me know. And I know a lot of you guys are fishermen out there, especially in this area. I got some good buddies that do it a lot, but for me it was just never something that appealed to me. Kind of like golf. I appreciate the game, like I'm good at it, but it's a big chunk of time that I want to spend elsewhere, like with my kids or with my wife, or I have to work sometimes. So maybe later in life. What we got going on? She got a flat tire. I don't know. She's kind of standing over there behind a guardrail, which is safe, but her car is definitely not working. Newer Cadillac. But yeah, I want to spend the time where I can. Maybe later in life. But I want to spend time with T-Dubs after that. I want to be traveling with her, going to different beaches. It's really cool I've dated in my lifetime before I met T-Dubs plenty of girls, and it was great, and we had fun together. But T-Dubs and I are kind of the same person, it seems. What we like to do, we just like to people watch and hang out and visit different places. And it's really, I guess that's what's called your soulmate, and that's why I thank God for her, because she has the same outlook on life. Sure, we butt heads, we fight, we're not perfect at all. But when it comes to hanging out and doing stuff, we're both kind of easygoing. I'm a very last minute planner too. I'll just plan something that weekend before, week before. And she's okay with that. She's like, all right, let's go. And I know some other personalities planned out wouldn't really work with me. So I guess a little spiel of golf and fishing and that lake and getting colder. So, but we got football. We still go out there, have a campfire, enjoy the day, go out in the lake, get some sun, but maybe that water will be a little bit chilly. So, oh yeah, we're getting close to home though. There are about 30 miles left, and did not stop at 21. I'll check loads right here, but I'm thinking about buying another truck. So let's go check out a truck that the same place that I went and bought my Volvo from, Ryder Truck Sales. They have one that is pretty nice, and we'll go live and check that thing out. And if you missed that live, give it a check, and I'll kind of just go over a little bit of things you should be looking at when you're looking to buy a truck. Of course, you really want to get that motor open if you can. That's the biggest thing. It's going to tell you what the cam looks like, the rockers look like, get an oil sample, all that kind of stuff. But Ryder has very good maintenance records. My Volvo had a brand new head put on about 6 months before I got it. All these like 4 pages of records. That's a nice Peterbilt record right there. Davis, man, they got the nicest trucks. Woo. Jordan. There's International right to the right, but yeah, up here on the left is Ryder. Penske's up here, and also Truck Pros right here, and Fleet Pride. So big hub for trucking. And then if you go the other way on the highway, there's a grader over there, old one. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Other way on the highway, there's we picked up there a couple times, and then also right past this Ryder that we're going to right now is where I went to CDL school. I don't think they're using this location anymore. I think they moved it somewhere else. But this is where I did all my my training, my laps around the Donaldson Center, they call it. It's a military like reserves compound. Let's say there's truck parking over there. A bunch of trucks and trailers parked to the right. A-Line Flooring, he's taking off. But yeah, right up here on the left, they're open till 5. It is almost 4. It's like 3:45. And I called to make sure they're not leaving early, and she said, yeah, come on. I said, all right. So go check out this truck, and then if you want to see that, check out the live feed. Truck Pros on the left, Fleet Pride's on the right. And that spring and alignment place that I went to before, like I had my leaf springs replaced in my Volvo, it's called Truck Pro Service now. So I don't know if they still do transmissions and leaf springs and all that kind of stuff, but they were right back there. So I got to call them and check in on that, see what they do now, because they had a lot of stacks of three levels of pallets or scaffolding full of transmissions, 18 speeds, 10 speeds, 13 speeds, everything. So if I ever had a transmission issue, I'd probably go back there, and hopefully they just kept the same thing they were doing, but they bought it from them. I don't know. There's Penske on the left, and then up here is Ryder. And there she is. So yeah, check out that live feed if you get a chance. They have another one just like my Volvo was. See that black one with the gold stripe? That was the same color scheme for my my Volvo. Let's see now. We pull in here with the trailer. Doors open. I'm gonna say yes. Yes. My goodness, absolute memories coming here. I just stopped by one time, was looking all over truck paper. Truck paper is where you want to look for trucks. Facebook Marketplace is where you want to look for trucks. And but back then, Facebook Marketplace wasn't a really big thing, 2018. And I just drove by it all the time. And I said, let me go check out what they have. It's a nice Monte Carlo right there. Saw the Volvos. I thought I wanted a Volvo. I don't know why. I just thought that was going to be a good, and I wanted a Cummins motor. And they had like 3 of them. And they had that exact same black, the gold stripe. That one, that Cascadia is. So I went into that very cubicle, sat in the left, and applied for financing. And gave them $10,000 down payment on a $30,000 truck. But let's look at another truck. Look for the live, check it out.
Yes. But one of my best friends, who was the matron of honor in my wedding, her husband, her now husband, he used to work with the manager up in Pittsburgh at the time, where I'm from, and he had called her husband and basically said, like, hey, I just started this job at Ryder, I need to get a VSR.
Well, that is enough for memory lane. Thank you so much, Ryder. If you want to see the truck, check out the live feed from today. Real nice truck. Yeah, my phone just notified me. All right, I just factored my invoice for my load for today, and TruckSmart already put it in my account. So check out TruckSmarter, guys. They are the best, in my opinion, on the top percentile of factoring companies. 2% factoring, debit card, give you cash back, all the good stuff. And you know, I plug them, you know I use them, but I've been using them since the beginning. So that money's already in there. I can either use it on the debit card, pay for fuel with it, or I can go ahead and transfer it to my bank account. Also, MUDFLAP, guys, has just started charging 1.9% fee for using your credit card. So it's not as cool as it used to be. So now you really got to do a little bit even more math on MUDFLAP, because, or just link a debit card. Link your Truck Smarter debit card if you went with them. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty nostalgic to be back at the place where I just sat down as a guy at a CDL school and said, I want to buy one of these trucks. I want to make this happen. Cummins with a 10-speed was my first truck I bought from here, club car. Let's get back to those kids, get some dinner, look for loads for the weekend, and had an easy drop this morning. I wish I would have got something back from Atlanta, but it was bad, really bad for today. So we'll see what we get. Underneath on the plastic, it's weird. That's coming through under here.
Yeah, crap.
I guess. Okay, on the website it says they're open until 5:30. It's about right on the dot 5, and they're walking out. So I said 5:30. He's like, no, we're closed at 5. I said, okay, cool. Anyways, they had it. 559978 is a replacement, and that was $149. So, woo. But hey, we needed it. We don't want our trailer to be losing air pressure next heavy load we get. So, well then, guys, we ended up at the park. Somebody heard me coming. Did you hear the truck, Kai? Yeah. Let's go play, man.
Dad,
Yes.
I didn't sell the white truck.
Did I sell the white truck?
Yeah,
No, I didn't sell the white truck.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go find Mama. And if you came for the live today, no, I did not buy another truck. It's one of my friends. He's buying that truck. He was looking to buy it. He's like, hey, man, can you put eyes on it? Because he's from another state. So I said, yeah, sure, man. So thanks for jumping in that live feed. Thanks for teaching me a little bit about DD15s and Cascadias, and that's the first time I sat foot in one. So it's pretty cool. But 4 keywords are out, guys. Let's hear from T-Dubs real quick about that giveaway.
We are bringing back giveaways. Bo at Safety Audit Prep reached out, and we're going to be doing a $250 fuel card this month. The giveaway will be on October 1st, and you got to look out for those 5 keywords and be in the chat. Check out safetyauditprep.com for all your compliance needs.
I'll tickle you when you get close to me.
Chase me. Chase me.
Tiki will chase you.
Tiki?
He'll get you. He's killer. Thanks, T-Dubs, teaching us about that giveaway. Beautiful today, huh, Cash? What are you guys doing?
Now watch me.
Oh, my goodness. Blessed to be get off the ground. Blessed to be home, guys. God bless you guys. I'm gonna enjoy T-Dubs, and
We'll see you on the next one.
bye, guys.
Next one.